I've got loads of Mailbag stuff here. So let's get stuck in and see what I've got this time. First thing, it's a screwdriver set. Did the links for these things down below. So let's actually see what we got, shall we? Hopefully the handles say what they are. So we've got a Torx 6 by 40, Torx 10 by 40, Torx 3 by 40, Torx 7, Torx 5, 4 and 8. So what's that? 3 through to 8 is it? No, Torx 9. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 10. And we also have a couple of these little generic little flat blade, is it? Little flat blade screwdriver tri-ring, is it? Or is it a crosshead? Yeah. A couple of cheap tweezers and a spudger. Double-ended spudger. It's just a simple kit. I thought I'd get a little selection of Torx ones, various sizes. I've probably already got them anyway. I think I've got them in like a little individual bit set, you know. You put them onto a handle. I thought I'd get a little set like this as well because I thought it'd be quite handy to have. Probably have to make some kind of holder up for them though. Tweezers feel alright actually. That's not a bad point. Actually don't feel too bad. We'll see how those go. We've got these angled ones. These actually feel okay. That's surprisingly quite thick as well. They don't feel cheap. That's actually surprising. I thought it was going to be rubbish, but actually I think they're going to be right. Bit links down below. So this one. I think it's some kind of programmer. Pretty sure it is. The BP V4.0, performed by Siege Studio apparently. Dangerous prototype stock. I got this because I was going to be playing around with reading some serial communications and maybe doing some other stuff. It's supposed to be BP is Bus Pipe version 4, in case you don't know. So I thought I was be potentially playing around with some sniffing of data signals inside bits of test equipment. It's not something I've played around with before, so I thought I'd get a few different ones. This is obviously one of the bots which has turned up. Is this real? Oh, I don't know. Came from AliExpress. Your guess is going to be as good as mine. Microchip PIC 24. And the other chip is a CD4066, which is actually a quad switch. I know that one because I've used them. VR2s as voltage regulators. Is it real or is it fake? Don't know. Perhaps you can tell me. Yeah, something I want to play around with, having not done it before. Bit of a strange combination, but anyway. So we have some pogo pins. I think these might be good for making up little test jigs for probing on things. And some UV resistant glasses. So the idea of this is to try and help protect my eyes when I'm doing UV curing of those UV curing solder masks. So I've got a UV torch. I thought, well, I might get myself some of these to help protect my eyes when I'm doing it instead of relying on looking away. We're going to have links down below for these things. Box inside a bag. Alright, another torch. Yeah, my wife writes about my torch fetish. It's supposed to be quite a powerful one. Doesn't say much on the back side of the box. No instructions. So it's a Convoy N3. I think it was something stupid like 3000 lumen or 4000 lumen, something ridiculously massive. They got a good reputation, so I'm going to chuck a battery in this. Let's just figure out how to get into it. Am I still waiting for the batteries? That's why it takes a big battery. Comes with spare O-rings from somewhere. I'm not quite sure where they go. Oh, that's right. So if you've got an 18650 instead of a, what's the other one? 25650 is it? Something like that. Which is actually the bigger cell that fits in here. So it's a higher current cell. I have purchased some. We'll see if they turn up. But you can put an 18650 as well, which is what these O-rings here are for. So you can put an 18650 in, put the O-rings around it to hold it centered, and then you can use that. I do have some sitting here on my desk. These are salvaged ones which I've been playing around with. I might do a video on them. So stick some O-rings around these and we'll chuck it in, see if it works, shall we? It'll sit in there like that. I don't know how good this battery is. I've been charging them, but they're not very good. I have an old laptop battery pack. Yep, that's pretty bright. Oh, I actually feel the heat on my hand. Okay, so long press is what changes the brightness levels. And a short press turns it on and off. So it remembers the last used brightness. Do another long press. That's dim. Medium, high, back to dim again. I actually quite like that button function. That's nicely thought out. Some other ones are a bit of a pain, you know, for trying to change the brightness levels. You've got different button presses combinations you have to do, and you know, certain sequences to get certain brightnesses without flashing, and I quite like that. So I might have a play around this tonight once it gets dark. Well, hopefully I'll get the other battery turn up. Actually, I'll get my light meter out. Okay, I have my lumen meter here. Well, meters lux, whatever. Now, I've just checked my purchase history. It is supposed to be 4,300 lumen. Now, the problem is, I've got this bench lighting here, which is obviously adding to the current value. So I'm going to turn my bench lights off, and then I'll use the torch to light this thing up. Bear in mind, this battery is probably not wonderful, but we'll see how we go with that. You can see it's all gone grainy now. Right, so, stick it on there. I'm going to stick it straight on top. So that's 1,200 lumen. Highest one is, so it's saying 10 times 100. Just see it says times 100 there. Maybe you can see it if I don't wash it out. Right, so it's actually 12,000. No, 17,000 there. I think I'm probably overdoing it. I think I'm killing it. I think it might be too much. Have I killed it? Let's reboot it. Hold on. Okay. No, it's still going. Alright, that's the dimmest one, right? Dimmest lighting. And it's still got times 100 on there. Auto ranging. I suppose I probably could have a lot on actually doing this. So that reckons it's 8,200 lux. This is lux, right? How can I do lumen on this thing? Foot candles it? I don't know. 90 lux. Okay. Nope. I don't want to do that. I'm not quite sure what the conversion is. There probably is some kind of conversion anyway. 8,200 lux on low. Let's go medium, which is now hundreds. So that's 83,000 lux. Even brighter. No, you can't do it. I think I'm actually overdriving this thing. We can't beat it. Wow, okay. Better than conclusive. It's bright anyway, trust me. Right, let's pull the other end open, shall we? Don't think I'll see much though. Let's see the other end of the battery. See the circuitry in there. There's lots of MOSFETs. Yeah, those are definitely MOSFETs there. In top of the leg pinouts, because it's 4 down one side, 3 in the other, and a single pin. And that might be another one there too, actually, a big one. Hey, look at that. Even this end comes off. There's a glass in there, reflector, and there's the other side. It's just got a big LED in there, which looks like it's probably replaceable. And there is thermal compound on it, which is nice. At least they've got thermal compound. So this looks like a very nice torch. So it's called the Convoy N3, as you can see there. And this is on Banggood. So I got it from anyway, it's Banggood. And it was 55 New Zealand, so that's about 35 US or something like that, I think it is. So check it out. It's probably another kind of serial or JTAG kind of reader thing, I'm guessing. It's an FT232H USB to GPIO and an SPI and I2C adapter. So so it's got 5 volts, 3.3 volts, a whole bunch of other stuff which has been brought out, and it's got an FTDI chip on it, as you can see there, FT232HQ. So also it's got a USB port on there, and I don't know what I bought that for now. Probably the same thing, probably probing serial communications or I2C, stuff like that, because that's what it's supposed to be able to do, I think, if I remember rightly. So you can hook up I2C or SPI or whatever to this device, and it will convert that into a serial stream for USB, so you can then read the serial data using that. This one looks interesting. Let's find out what this is. Figure out how to get into it. It's always the first challenge. Okay, bit of packaging, a box, and a couple of these little, well, no, just one ribbon cable. Yeah, I've got absolutely no idea. So it's PWL KB with B extender. It's an extender. What's that extender for? Oh, hold on, I think I know what this is now. So this is a keyboard extension for MacBooks. So you can get the original keyboard, plug it into here, and plug this into the MacBook for testing keyboard. So if you've got a suspected keyboard, you could plug in a substitute using this cable here, or plug it into a different chassis with a logic board, you know, and just quite easily without having to worry about getting things lined up so precisely. I did try and get an LVDS one as well. What happened to that? This looks suspiciously like a MacBook power supply charger unit. Sort of packaging they come in. It is, because I sold one to my brother actually. His one blew up, so I actually sold him one and thought I'd better replace it. Just an 85 watt, rightly, MagSafe one. Now these are kind of aftermarket, but they look like Apple ones. As you can see, it's got the logo on there. But that's fine. Never had a problem with them. Always seem to be alright. So I've never had anything bad happen. At least not yet. Interesting, it says Wish Post. I don't think I've ever purchased anything from Wish. I'm not quite sure what the story is with that. This means something else. Oh, it looks like another programmer. So it's got a USB cable and this thing in here. Sega. No instructions. Bit of a shame. Got a JTAG connector thingy there. Program connector, whatever you want to call it. So I'll obviously plug into here. I'm guessing that way. But I could also go that way, couldn't it? But I think it'll go that way. So yeah, it's a Sega. Apparently, I'm guessing it's a knockoff clone thing. But yeah, it's a JTAG connection, and you can apparently hook up to JTAG with it and read data from it. But I was expecting there to be some kind of instructions, but yeah, no, there's not. There may be a link for this. We'll have to go to the website, download manuals, I'm guessing. We'll see. But yeah, it looks interesting enough. I also get the impression it's a knockoff or possibly a clone, you know. We'll see. Right, we're finally on to the biggest thing here. The last package. Well, the last package as I'm recording this, so you know I'm going to split this thing up. Moderate packaging, okay. Yep, that's right, it's another broken MacBook. I actually got a really good deal on this one, so we'll see what kind of condition it ends up being in. I couldn't tell too well from the photos what it's like. It didn't look too bad. It's got a ding on this corner. Just there, which is a shame. No screws in it. Yeah, there's a bit of some liquid in here. Got liquid damage. It's an insurance item. It's got battery still. Probably no bloody good, but it's got battery. Hard drive's been taken out. Flex is still there. But there's some signs of liquid on the flex. Is there a kink in the flex there? Maybe. This is a 2011. Board number is an 820-2914, is it? Serial number sticker's gone. Or, actually no, it's still there. But it's been wiped off. So I think this has been through an ultrasonic cleaner. Someone's already had a go at this thing. Yeah. Keyboard's there, plugged in. I don't know. Battery's still plugged in, I'm quite surprised by that. It's not an original Apple battery. See you damage it. For those that aren't familiar, I do MacBook repairs from time to time as they come up. That's looking alright in there, that's surprising. Not seeing much corrosion yet. So I've done various MacBook videos, so this may or may not feature as a MacBook repair video. We'll see how we go. Sorry for focusing, I'm just trying to hold it in mid-air at about the right height. I'm not seeing anything obvious. Is it just because someone's dropped it? There we go, 820-2915B. See it just there. Obviously my light wasn't on the right, so I couldn't see it. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Shall I just try powering it up? See if it's just because someone's dropped it. Right, so let's hook the MagSafe up. It feels okay. Power supply on. We'll power it up. Now I'm going to turn the power on. That's booting. No RAM expected. That's booting. Is it just a bad case? Let's pull the MagSafe out. Battery's probably completely flat or knackered or something. RAM. I'm going to get some RAM. I can't use this one because it's a bit damaged. Okay, here we go, some 2011 RAM. Just grab one of these out. Doesn't need much, it's something's got to see if it's going to boot up or not, isn't it, really? See if the screen will come on. I'll drop it in the bottom slot first, then I'll try the top slot too, maybe. Okay, MagSafe back in. Bad RAM. Okay, try the other RAM slot. This is a 4GB DDR3L. Let's try the other RAM slot. I thought this was the right RAM, maybe it isn't. Okay, I just fitted in a different piece of RAM. This is not a DDR3L, and I think it's a PC3, this one. I think it's a slightly slower one. Anyway, try that. Just gonna wake up. Oh, different. That spun up. And we got a boot sound. Right. Okay. Do we have a screen? How lucky am I going to be with this thing? We have a screen. At least we have a backlight. Let's see how far this is going to go. I'll come back if it gets to the question marks folder. And we have a question mark folder. This thing might actually work. Okay, so I've got my ASD disk here. I need ASD 144 for this test, this particular machine. So let's power it up. Option key. I'll see if we can boot into 144. But so far I think this computer is actually fixable if it's not completely knackered. It could be a graphics problem, of course. It does happen a lot on these 2011 MacBooks. Graphics can be a real problem. But so far it's looking fine, but then we need to get into a booted operating system in order to know if it's okay or not. So you got a trackpad, 144, although it's very slow. 144 in the OS, let's see if that will boot. Let's give it a go. No, it's died. So this is like a typical fault with these things. When we tried to switch to high resolution graphics, it's died. So this looks like a GPU problem. That's not unsurprising. But that's also not unsurmountable. I can do something to fix this. Okay, so I booted into the EFI version, and we'll see what this comes up with. I'm pretty sure it's the right version of the ASD for this machine. Got a memory here, so I could have got it wrong. We'll find out in a second. It'll tell me if it's wrong one or not. But it's very likely it's got a graphics problem. That's usually what the problem is with these 15-inch or 17, 15-inch 2011 models. GPUs are prone to failure. But there's ways around that. Like I've actually got one of these left. The CMI Tiresias. Is that how you pronounce it? Tiresias? I really don't know how you pronounce it. But it's a 15-inch one, which is for this model machine. So 822.915. So if I need to, I can install this and return this machine to working condition. But we'll see how we go. Based on the speed this is going at, might have a sensor problem as well. Could even be the battery, because it's an aftermarket battery that is still plugged in. But I want to do a test on this thing. This is definitely slow, so I'll get it booted up and go through the testing and see what it comes up as. But it's looking reasonable, at least so far. Okay, so it's booted into at least this part of the testing system, so it's the correct version for this machine. So I'm going to do testing. I'm not going to test memory because it's just a RAM stick which I've shoved in, which is probably fine anyway. I'm not going to test that, it takes too long. But I'll do all the other tests and we'll see what happens. We'll see what it fails on. We'll come back once it's finished. Okay, so I ran through all those tests and it actually passed. How odd. So I wasn't expecting that. But so the sensors seem okay, hasn't noticed anything which is a bit out of whack. I can actually check in the actual information about the system as well. There you go, system information. So let's just have a look in here. See if anything looks bad. Seems okay so far. I'll probably skip through this so you don't have to look at it. So it's 2.2 GHz model, CPU, video control ATI, Intel, yeah. Cameras recognised, Ethernet's recognised, SD card is recognised, infrared port, battery is seen, design cycle count is 1000, and the cycle count is in there somewhere. Where is that? Fuel count 0. Voltage 7.9 volt. Is charger connected? True. Is charging? False. So it's not charging the battery. Is fully charged? False. Charge cycles 22. So that's interesting. So it's not charging the battery. So it could be some problem. Battery temp sensors look alright. Yeah, so I don't know why it's not charging. That's a separate problem. Drivers recognised. Obviously there's no hard drive in it right now, so it doesn't matter. Sensors, ambient light reading, okay. On my pen sliding is going to do something for that. Current sensing, current sensing, current sensing. Okay, so those look right there. Current sensing is quite important. That's reading a value. That's very low, but okay. That's something I might be concerned with. IO0R, I'm not quite sure which one that is. I'll have to look it up. Accelerometer, magnetometer, temperature, other temperature, next temperature, yep. CPU die 50 degrees, CPU die 47, CPU proximity 44, GPU die 44, so it's reading temperature okay, proximity 45, Thunderbolt, PCH 51, PCH die 52. Okay, well it's looking right. There's nothing really standing out here as being bad. PP bus 12.987, GPU core, well it's probably disabled anyway right now. Fan speeds are registering. So okay, well the hardware profile looks normal. So let's try MRI, see what that thinks of it. This is based on ASD 155, so it's actually not the right version for this machine. But we'll see what it thinks of it. So it's got part of the way through this and it's actually crashed, just what they tend to do if it's not exactly the right model for it. But you can see it's quad core into i7, 212 GHz said. Late 2011, 15 inches I knew. So I did the battery test, but I can't see what the result was because it crashed with the window over the top, so I can't see it. And it's testing power adapter, but it's probably because it's plugging into my power supply, not into an Apple adapter. Maybe it's what's confused it. Maybe expecting something different, but it said Wi-Fi bad and logic board bad. So yeah, I don't know. Bluetooth's okay though. SD cards are alright. USB's okay, whatever that is okay. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to try putting this into Sierra on the SSD. External SSD I've got here. Got Sierra installed in this. I'm going to try putting into that and see what happens with the display. I've also plugged in a different battery. It's a 13-inch battery, so I'm actually having to hold it in place right now, but I just want to see if it's going to start charging or register it or anything like that. So far it's not doing anything, but the battery might be charged anyway. I'm not quite sure what level these are at. So I need it to boot up really so I can see whether it's trying to charge or not on the display. Now is it going to go to a white screen or what? Don't forget these machines have only got USB 2, so they're a bit slow to boot from an external drive. SSD is definitely faster than flash drive anyway. The bar's still moving along. I should change it to dedicated graphics in a second. Well, shortly. When it does that, we'll see what happens to the screen. It might come back and be alright and boot, or it might vanish. Okay, I switched over to graphics. Heard a noise out one of the speakers, interestingly. At the same time as it did that. And you can see it's gone to a white screen. We'll give it a little bit more time just in case it's recovering or something. Sometimes if they're a bit slow they can blank out and then come back. Well, it's not going to do it, so it looks like it's got a GPU problem. I could try resetting the perimeter RAM, non-volatile RAM we want to call it. See if that does anything. It can help sometimes. Yep, I'll give that a go. I'll come back and let you know if it works. If it doesn't, then oh well, that's the end of it. Okay, I've done a non-volatile RAM reset and unplugged the battery completely. Still nothing, so it's not booting. So yes, it's got a GPU problem, but that's not surprising. And if you look in here, you can see, hopefully you can see these, the water indicators or liquid indicators have been fired on here. But like I said, I saw liquid stains inside the bottom of the case anyway. But it looks like someone has done some work on this to try and clean it up, and because the board looks clean and the serial information is gone. So now I notice this part of the circuitry just here, which is the charge circuitry. That's getting quite hot even with that battery in there, so I think there's probably some problem here. It's probably a bad tantalum or something like that. I'm not sure, but there's some kind of issue in this circuitry here because it's getting very hot. Well, I can still touch it, but it's not right. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later, and I'll probably do a repair video on this thing. Proper one. Catch you later.